Stop the foolishness. Stop the foolishness.
Hello.
Welcome. Alright, Wise Pride, thank y'all for joining in.
Hello.
With OG3. Wise Lion. Today we're gonna do we're doing the leave-in conditioner today. Alright, so I did conditioner yesterday. I got OG3 with me today, so she gonna go through my hair and she gonna put in the conditioner. Yesterday I was by myself doing it, and you know it was simple, right? She gonna show you pretty much her way of doing it. If you doing somebody else's hair, maybe help you out and give you a couple pointers. But I'm gonna go ahead and mix it. It's the same old, you know, same old stuff. I'm just gonna put a little more in there. So conditioner, water, and oil. But this time, the difference with the leave-in is that I'm not rinsing all of it out. I'm gonna leave some in. And the purpose of that, what I've learned, since I had short hair and grown it to, you know, the length that it is now, when you leave a little conditioner in, it just kind of seals that protection and, you know, make it easier to style it afterwards. So, you know, you want to water it down because it still got a lot of those little alcoholic chemicals and things like that.
Yeah.
When I rinse it out, I'm gonna rinse it nearly all the way out, but I'm still have some in, and I'll show you at the end because I'm gonna do a shakeout. I shake my hair.
Yeah, it seems to seal the moisture in your hair a little more than just rinsing all the water out. I mean, rinsing all your conditioner out with it. It's easier for you to manage after you've pretty much taken all your other moisture out. So you would do this after you do a clay or something like that.
And in the middle of this episode, we'll explain the rules of the competition again. We see a lot of participation, and we basically, tomorrow is Friday, it's like the final day. We're gonna tally everything up at the end of the day. So if you catch, you know, some of the videos late, you go on YouTube, you subscribe to YouTube, you know, comment on the videos, all that get added up. So I consider every last platform, and then I just add up, you know, how often I've seen a particular person showing, you know, attendance and, you know, participating with commenting and sharing, you know, stuff like that. So, and then I'm gonna, tomorrow, I'll show you the rewards. I'll explain the rewards a little more, which is just some of my products that I personally blended. I'll be able to show you exactly which ones tomorrow. But for now, we could go ahead and get into doing some hair.
Alright. They're already pre-sectioned, so that's really nice.
And the towel right there.
Just butterfingers for that.
And we see your comments. We see a lot of good comments. I appreciate that because you're asking good questions. You're asking good questions. You want to learn how to grow your hair. You want to learn these different methods. You know, that's what we're looking for. And yeah, I appreciate the appreciate the love always. Thank you, Wise Pride. Let's keep it going. There's even more methods that I know. If y'all really like these, like the Maximum Hydration Challenge, I got even more methods dealing with, real specific and, even more in-depth, concerns, So say, if, for instance, you say you balding or dealing with psoriasis, or have problems with your edges and things of that nature, a little more severe, a little more, more than average, So if you want help with specific areas, that's a little sensitive to talk about, don't worry, we here, we're gonna support you, your family, we deal with all these problems together. So just leave a comment, let me know, and we're gonna keep coming up with new video, new content, hopefully dealing with those specific ailments and ills.
And what I'm doing is just massaging, taking sections and massaging the conditioner through his hair. If you mix your conditioner the way he said, then you'll have a nice, thick concoction where it'll stick to your hair and not just be runny. So take that into consideration as well when you're putting your water and oil mixed in it. It shouldn't be too runny. I mean, even if you put half water and half conditioner, their conditioners are very thick. So usually you can put half water and half conditioner and not be too runny. And if it is, just cut back on a little bit of water, but you want to make sure you put enough water so it don't harm your hair, because you get that nice slip right when you put enough conditioner in your hair to where you're not pulling your hair out. Because a lot of us still use our combs, right, and comb it. We try not to, but we still do it. So this will give your hair the slippage, the ability to slip through the comb a little bit better, so you don't just rip your hair out.
Right. And you notice, our camera may not be the best, but you notice it's day 6, y'all. We on day 6, so how easy my hair is managing and soaking up all this water.
Yep.
So that's why the Maximum Hydration Challenge is kind of, you want to do it in these steps in certain orders. You could do it however you want. You could do it one day, like I said, try to do as many of, just do one. It's based on you, but you challenging yourself to basically hydrate your hair. That's the whole challenge. You got different methods, you got different concerns. So we just giving you the options, trying to help you out, educate you, give you a little more tools in your arsenal. We're getting ready to protest wigs, weave, and bundles, y'all, next month.
Yeah.
So get your hair in order. Get your hair in order, please. If you're out there and you still buying the weaves and the bundles, I'm gonna be flaming you.
Not because he don't love you, because we are all very concerned about our mental, our physical, and our financial upbuilding, right? We need to build each other up.
Yep.
So that's one of the ways we can. You know, go to your sister or your auntie and pay them $10 or $25 to do your hair instead of going to them other places and paying them $200 and $300 to take your edges out. I'm just saying it's my opinion. You don't have to. Just for educational and entertainment purposes.
I want to see how much the industry crumble just boycotting for a month.
Yeah, and they would, and we all want to see that. We should all want to see.
See how powerful your dollar is.
Yeah, how much money you can save, how far your money can go. You know, groceries going up.
You'll really be able to buy your children something, worth something. Learning how to do their hair too. You can teach them early. Start early.
Yeah. I'm starting to play it, but I'm just come back this way.
So tomorrow's the oil rinse.
Go back here.
The oil rinse will be a little simpler, but you gotta have a nice amount of oil to do it. We're just gonna kind of do it like I did with the what's that one? Like the ACV, kind of like that. But that I'm pouring it through my hair. The oil, is the final step of this Maximum Hydration Challenge. It's gonna seal everything in. It's gonna, pretty much amplify the fact that my hair is absorbing the water. Oil is thicker than water, so I'm trying to enforce as much absorption of the oil also into my hair to make my hair even that much luxurious, shiny, all that great thing. So
Yeah, moisture.
yeah, moisture.
The more you do this, the more you'll understand what we're saying, because you know how your hair feels when it's dry. So this is the exact opposite of when your hair is dry, it's brittle, it's easy for it to break and shed and just basically fall out. And that's what we're trying to prevent.
And throughout this whole process, you will be noticing your curls, right?
Yeah.
Should be started to see a curl pattern. And that curl pattern is your specific, your own identity curl pattern. Which is cool, right?
Yeah.
you could do a lot of these methods with dreads too.
Yeah.
You know, you could at least do the ACV rinse.
Yes.
And you could do probably an oil rinse. You know, if you feel like you really cleaned your dreads, and then do something powerful, like a oats rinse, and then after that, you know, a leave-in. You know, do a leave-in conditioning, then an oil rinse after that for some dreads. Might be fire, you know. I retwist that up. Shoot. Might be some real deal fire, you know. Probably only need to do that once a year.
So we're gonna leave that in for a couple minutes.
Yeah, do like 15 minutes. Check through here. So you got anything on your mind you want to tell the people about managing hair and preparing themselves for next month, since I got you here?
Well, you know, I just want everybody to be encouraged with their own hair, because we have so many negative perceptions that are perpetrated on our groups, and we shouldn't take into consideration anybody else's views of our hair. We are beautiful. Anybody, your hair is beautiful for you. That's your hair. That's what God bless you with. And I just think that we should love our hair as it is. I mean, I understand doing it and doing it to your best ability, but when you do your hair to your best ability, it loves you back and it performs as such. And if you know you have the ability to learn better, what they say, do better. So that's all I say. It's just it is a learning process, but it's not impossible.
So we've been doing this for some years. I finally formed it into a business going on 3 years ago in December. But this year we went ahead and finished the website. It's been a process, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. We've been traveling and really just trying to see what all we can get and you know, see how far we can go with it. And it's been a climb, it's been a journey. We're gonna keep it up. You know, we thank y'all for the encouragement and everything, the motivation. We want to get more products out there for you. Hopefully, you know, dealing with everything going on around the world, tariffs and all that funny stuff, we want to make our own containers. We want our own look. You know, that's going to be the next big drop in the bucket, you know, for Wise Lion. But, you know, yeah, business ain't cheap, you know, business is a big deal. So we're gonna look forward into what's out there. Hopefully by next year we stumble upon some grants, upon some good business investments and things of that nature. So with y'all steady showing us, you know, your participation and appreciation, we're gonna keep it up. We're gonna keep going. So we do this for y'all, you know, we do it for ourselves. We learn to take care of ourselves, so why not spread that knowledge and wisdom? And that's what Wise Lion is here for us.
Very important.
Now, on TikTok, it's gonna be a little more extreme. You know, I'm gonna have 1 minute, like 30 seconds to 1 minute little videos, but those videos you know, will probably be more just for entertainment, you know, just to get attention. But these videos, I'm gonna try to do more family-based, you know, education-wise, you know, spreading the wisdom-wise, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
We still gonna be traveling, so look out for that. Look out for our events. You know, once everything really start rolling, you know, we're gonna be certified. Y'all see us more often, you know.
Yes. Yes. We're getting out there. You're getting out there in September, right?
Yeah, we got another event coming up September 13th. TV, Daytona Beach. It's a lot of good things going on. People, we trying to stay connected out here. You know?
Yes.
It's hard maintaining your own business. You know, collaborate with people is a must. You know,
Yes.
you gotta learn how to network. And, you know, basically, show up. You know, everybody inside all the time. We trying to be outside where we used to be back in the day. So,
Yeah.
be seen, be real. You know, don't be fake. Don't be hiding yourself. Don't feel ashamed, and that's why you can't come outside. You know, we're trying to kill those little things about ourselves. Like it's raining, so we can't come outside. Gotta stop that.
And you have one of them them dudes, you can't come out. You have to really that's what I'm saying. You spend all that money, right? You spend that money and then you have to change your whole lifestyle to make sure you can keep your investment that you spent all that money for. You barely sleeping at night, and you know, have your own way of adjusting yourself so that you and your weave can last as long as possible. You know, we don't think about it, we just do it, but
And that wearing those bonnets, that's not gonna work. You're gonna have to do better. You're gonna have to do better. It's not a
you can wear them at home.
way of
You can
life.
wear 'em
Yeah.
at home.
You know, we're gonna judge our own. We don't need nobody helping us. You know, we know how to correct ourselves. It starts in house first. So before you go outside, we're looking at the mirror, dealing with ourselves. That's what he's saying.
Well, you know, we used to wear scarves, and not just in the little hood way, but the way that they used to do them up. You know, have the, and I went out trying to find how to do it, find out how to do it. So maybe we may do more tutorials about those as well, because we always had a unique way of expressing ourselves as the kingdom people that we are, and therefore when we couldn't wear our hair in the beautiful ways that we used to set it, we developed a way to do our scarves so that they looked very nice on us when we went out. So that was also banned by our oppressors. So we lost that tradition in our culture, but we can always pick it back up. I love them. I love the scarves. You see them still thriving in the African culture over there on the continent, I should say. But we don't do those scarves as much over here anymore, but we should. I think so, because they tell us no bonnets, but when they see the scarves, if they can't even deny how beautiful they look and how regal they look. So we might look into that.
For sure. You know, That's wisdom from OG, y'all. So yeah, it's options. That's all we're saying. We're giving you options. I'm gonna get ready to rinse in another minute, but then I'm going out to do the shake. But yeah, today is gonna be short too because it's just like yesterday. Except that we just giving y'all a little more information. If you don't know, I'm gonna say it again. We're doing the giveaway. It's gonna be for the winner of the little competition of participation and attendance. Those who show up the most, who go to my different platforms that I got in the description. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I'm on Facebook, so try to share it, comment, follow, subscribe, do all those things. The more you do that, you're helping me get out there, you're helping the little algorithm, the AI, helping the little internet work for Wise Lion. So we can reach the people that need it. Some people need this information. If you know people personally, share it to them. So they can learn. They may have people that they need to teach to. It's a family thing. We want a whole family to better their health. Learn ways to keep money in the household. How great is that to have more money to spend in the household?
And save.
Yeah. Make your spouse feel more secure in your decisions. That you know how to manage money better.
Yeah.
That I don't have to feel like you out hours in the day supposedly at your hairstylist. Who's to say? And these things that you just think that a man's supposed to accept and stuff. But if the role was reversed, would you want him out hours of the day just so called at the bar all day? These are the things. If we're gonna try to help the family, we gotta really be able to talk about these little issues that we think is just normal and common. If we want to keep the family together, let's face basic stuff like doing our own hair, keeping money in the household, learning how to cook, stuff like that. Let's not go out and eat as much. Let's learn how to do little workouts. Let's keep our health up, y'all.
Yes.
You're gonna need it, guarantee you.
You don't know what them people doing in them kitchens that you buying food from. They talk about all the stuff that we deal with from, just grocery store. Buying your food and preparing it yourself. So you should know that it's even that much more, could be that much more negligent when they're preparing your food for you. It's even that much more. So I wouldn't want to depend on someone to cook my favorite foods. Not my favorite foods, So one of the things that I always thank my mom for is I used to always ask her to cook me some lasagna. I would always ask her to cook the lasagna for me. And one day she was like, "You could cook it?" And I'm like, "How? I don't know how to cook lasagna." And she was like, "It's on the box." It's on the box. Man, how many times, or I should say, how easy is it if you have the instructions? If you already have the instructions, you can do it yourself. So, but we a lot of times don't take into consideration. We can do it ourselves. These are for DIYers, for people that want to save a little bit of money, want things to do with your family that's constructive, educational, something that help push your own culture, your own traditions. These are things that will enrich your life, your livelihood. Just doing our own hair. It's a tremendous overhaul of life and values and time. And time management, money management is big time when it comes down to our hair. Socially, just a big part of us. So we've broken down a lot of the barriers when it comes down to our hair, and we may as well take back up that mantle to push the education further so that we learn all the good nutritious ways to maintain and I guess style, but mostly just promoting growth for our hair. Our biggest hope is that this is educating and encouraging people to have more options and give them the ability to do it if they want to.
There's still a little left. And if you want to put it back in the twist.
Want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't want to mess the curls up, y'all. They were so nice. The curl is so nice.
But yeah, I already got my curl pattern, so, you know. And the thing is, you know, when she put them back in this protective style, it's gonna make the hair basically hold itself together. So all the little conditioner, everything that we done been putting in it, they're gonna fold, you know, like basically hug each other. Every little strand of my hair is gonna lock in and seal everything in. And then tomorrow's the oil day, final day. We're gonna do the tally at the end of the day, like probably in the midnight. I tally everything, and then Saturday I announce it. I announce who's the winner. Like I said, I appreciate you all visiting, you know, stopping by, just viewing. You know, if you actually shared it, appreciate that. Commented, you know, those who subscribe. Thank you for joining the Wise Pride.
Wise Pride. Pause off.
Yep, as always, keep your paws off until you get permission. You know? You need to ask your hairstylist certain questions, you know.
Yeah.
Let them just do your hair and kind of, they got combs, they coming at you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. Another short video today. It's Wise Lion and OG.
Oh. All right.
appreciate y'all stopping by again. Stay tuned to the Maximum Hydration contest winner Saturday, and then keep yourselves posted on our new videos, man. Maximum Hydration Challenge with Wise Lion and OG.
Hey.
You know, natural guide to being wise.
Yes.